Hi everyone, Phil with Sarros Landscaping, and today I want to show you the final product. A lot of times I come to you and I show you the very first day on a job and what's happening, but today I want to start with the end in mind, and I really want to show you this finished product. What we've done here is we have cleared out this entire backyard, and this backyard was just complete overgrown grass, weeds. There was not much to it. So this homeowner had roughly about 11 large Leland cypress evergreen trees removed. Those evergreen trees created a ton of shade back here. It didn't allow the grass to grow properly or correctly, so it really just killed everything off. Now that the trees are gone, we've got plenty of sunshine in the backyard, and we've come back to put sod and to install sod on it. The sod that we used is Emerald Zoysia sod. Now I just want you to take a look behind me. This is beautiful, beautiful sod. It doesn't really get more perfect than this. Now, I probably pay a slight premium for this, and I do want to give a plug to Atlanta Turfgrass. Atlanta Turfgrass on Union Hill Road in Alpharetta, Georgia has been supplying my turfgrass. Greg Billich is the owner, and he is absolutely fantastic. So professional. He goes out and he personally looks at all the sod farms that supply him the sod and makes sure that we get top quality sod. And for instance, let me just show you down here what top quality sod looks like. You can see that this sod is cut very evenly across its width and across its length. What that means is the machines that cut this on a sod farm have very sharp blades. They're very well maintained. A lot of times sod shows up and it can go from thin on one edge to very thick on another edge, and when you lay the sod out, it's just incredibly lumpy across the whole surface. This sod has a really good root system that's starting to grow in. You look at the back and it's got these fine rhizomes, so this is going to root in very quickly. The temperatures are beautiful right now. We're in the mid-80s and at the peak of the day, so with plenty of water, this sod's going to probably be all rooted in within about 2 weeks. Again, this is Emerald Zoysia sod. It's great in the shade, but it will also hold up well in the sunshine. But let's take another look over here at the patio work that we've done. Now the sun may be a little bright, so just kind of bear with me here. So in the center of this area, the homeowner had an existing 10 by 12 concrete pad. And what he was looking to do is just extend it enough around the outside so he could accommodate this large table with an umbrella, and he can also accommodate his grill and make it a lot more entertaining for him and his friends to be able to come over and enjoy the patio area. It was originally just a very small area. So what we've done here is we've laid a Belgard Holland stone paver. We did it in a herringbone pattern. So underneath this is a 4-inch compacted crushed aggregate base. Stone base. On top of that is a very fine layer of M10 or granite sand. That's a bedding sand. We lay the pavers in. We don't pre-compact that bedding sand. What we do is we lay the pavers in, sweep in the polymer sand, and then we go through the whole compaction process, which sets these pavers in place. So this is called a herringbone pattern, where it kind of just intersects each other at these 90-degree angles. On the outside, we've done what's called a soldier course. A soldier course is where this paver runs perpendicular to all the other pavers around the entire outside perimeter of the patio. Soldier course is a beautiful way to outline and define the finished patio project. There's also something called a sailor course. If this paver was turned parallel and running in one single strip, that would be called the sailor course. Either's acceptable, but in this instance, I tend to prefer a soldier course. We have an engineered plastic edge restraint. We do not do troweled concrete edges. People, watch out for troweled concrete edges. I'm not a fan of them. I don't advocate for them, because what happens is it does serve as an edge restraint, but it's always visible, and the temperatures get so hot that the sun actually makes that concrete edge very warm, and it will burn out this outer edge of grass, and eventually you won't have any grass showing. You'll just have this big, thick hunk of concrete, which will eventually crack. So the engineered plastic edge restraint is definitely the way to go. They are secured with 10-inch steel spikes. Now you might be thinking, why are you going to use steel in an outside environment? Shouldn't you use galvanized? The answer to that question is no, and here's why. The steel is going to rust. When you have a thick spike, it's never going to rust all the way through, but that rust is actually going to create a bond, so that spike is going to be almost impossible to pull out of the ground when it's attached to this edging. You want it to rust. It almost creates its own seal and strengthens that hold rather than weakens that hold over time. So this is our outdoor patio project. Nico's over here helping out, laying out the final edge. We had a few extra pavers left over, so what we're going to do is lay out an edge for this garden area for the homeowner. And we're going to call this job just about 99% complete at this stage. And if you're doing a project like this, I definitely recommend, if you're in the Atlanta area, order your grass from Atlanta Turf Grass to Greg Billich on Union Hill Road. Guy is just fantastic supplier. Would not ever recommend anybody else. We got our pavers at Mountain Stone Pavers on 141 Peachtree Parkway right here in Cumming, Georgia. Again, just another fantastic supplier. So I hope this helps you generate some ideas for what you can do with your backyard patio extension and a new backyard lawn. Thanks. Have a great day.